Live? All right, we're live. Mid-show, first show, new studio. Presented by Miller Lite. We got Feitelberg here. We got Makin here. We got the full crew. Shout out to Miller Lite. They'll be here tonight. We got a big client event thing, so excited to have some Miller Lite with the Miller Lite folks. Also, you can have a Miller Lite all football season.
Why
I
limited
have been
to
having all football season
though, Ed?
It could be whenever, Dave. You're right.
College
You're right.
basketball.
Thank you.
Started
College
yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Hot stove season.
That's why John's here, actually. It's for the college
Yes.
basketball.
College basketball.
College basketball, Johnny.
Exactly.
I don't ever
Wednesday.
miss an invitation.
Well, yeah, we'll be drinking them at Wintrust, too. So shout out to Miller Lite. From kickoff to the final whistle, you can't go wrong with Miller Lite in your hand. It's the only light beer with a taste worthy of our national obsession, because what's the point of having beer if it doesn't taste like beer? Make it Miller time all season long. Get Miller Lite delivered right to your door when you visit MillerLite.com/redline, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Just make sure you celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. John, welcome in, man. Like you said, big college basketball fan.
I had no idea this is the Virgin Voyage. I'm very honored.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Yeah.
We're like,
I
yeah.
shouldn't be here. Like I'm stepping on toes.
No. We're like, we're like, all
We're
right,
scared.
We don't know what's going on. We'll throw another clown in the car.
Yeah.
You know? So we're happy to have you.
This is a nice spot.
And it's a good spot, too, because we're coming off a big weekend where there's a lot of Make-A-Wish moments at Barstool. It was Chiefs Make-A-Wish on Saturday.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
was.
call one of this.
Dude.
So,
I want to be clear. I rode with Chief on this. The whole
You
time.
did, yeah. It was you and me together.
Natasha
Were you on that
Betingfield.
draft?
What's up?
No,
I wasn't on the
no,
draft.
it was Kate.
Kate.
Just Kate.
Kate. Yeah.
just Kate, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a smash. Every bar I've been in, that song goes crazy. You were right. And I'll be honest, I had a burrata salad for the first time this summer.
How was that?
Pretty delightful stuff.
I know it was. I'm right about a lot of things. I just get credit like 3-4 years later. We did a karaoke together. I think that
Chief,
was
I've never seen you more
Vegas.
happy.
What?
Look at that
We
face.
did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I did
Yeah.
fucking emo Betingfield.
yeah. You screamed it.
I
hit.
fucked up my voice
Yeah.
like 3 months.
Wait,
No, it was
how,
great.
how does that go? Like, these words are mine.
Yeah, that's basically what he did. He screamed it.
It was a lot. It was. I had lost my voice at the Chicklets Cup, and we did karaoke. I did that, and it was just growling. It kind of was
Yeah.
dope though.
Yeah, well, it was.
If
People
I
were
could
like,
toot
give us
my own
another
horn,
one.
it was
Give me
kinda sick.
give me emo pocket full of sunshine.
Well, there was the picture. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, nice picture. Chief looks happy, but and,
I was
Smitten.
hammered.
Oh, do you remember going up there? What I said to you?
You're like, I don't think I can do this. I'm hammered. I'm like, you have to come.
No, I said, I'm too hammered to be in public. I need to leave. And you're like, you need to come upstairs. I didn't say a word up there, really.
I don't
I'm like,
remember.
like throw away the key.
Dave had the eyes like never before.
I thought
No,
we were just getting a
plenty of
picture,
times
and then
before.
all of a sudden, like we were somehow doing an interview, and I was like, "Well, we didn't prepare for this at all."
At all.
It's coming up for a picture, but she was great.
She not only her performance was awesome,
She was, yeah, it was
fantastic.
It was everything I dreamed it would
Also,
be.
rockin' bod. Just want to throw that out there. She had a
Yeah,
rockin'
a lot
bod.
of people were saying she had a nice behind.
Scott, a nice what?
Rock-
Behind.
People
Got
were
some
saying.
donk.
Hey,
I don't know.
Dave?
She's like follows
Rocking
Barstool. I don't want to be respectful.
she took a
I'm
picture
being
with another
respectful.
girl just showing off her ass.
Oh, did she?
She's got a big dump.
Well, we're on the conversation of pictures. I mean, your picture was nice, but yours stole the show.
Yeah, it
pull
had
that
to.
up?
Can you walk us through what?
So she is my height, give or take, and she was wearing, I don't know how she said the number. They were huge.
like wedge,
Like 3-inch heels, probably.
yeah, something like that.
Are we gonna
Do we have the
yeah,
pic of it?
I don't know if
That
we
up
have a
there?
picture of the. Do you have the? Well, the video will come out in stool scenes, but the picture she stood up. I'm like, I can't take a picture next to you. So obviously, I stood up knowing fully that my entire body, not just my bust, would be in
Your bust?
like a bust shot. Do you know what a bust shot
I
is?
know, like
We got
there-
the
there are
big show's got
things that
chicks
you
with dumpers and dudes with busts.
I'm not saying I'm busty.
No, you're
fact,
saying like a
I'm
Hall of Fame bust.
Svelte.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Hall of Fame bust, like
Yeah.
a bust shot. And yeah,
Can
then the
I
internet
see a
had to-
picture of this picture? Because I've seen a picture.
I think we're trying to
and
pull
I
it
don't
up.
want to react
Yeah.
unless
We're still getting
Apologize.
the tech down,
Yeah,
probably.
apologize
Yeah.
for the technical difficulties.
I
here.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it up. I'm glad you guys did. I'm 99.9% sure I haven't seen the right picture,
You might have seen it.
but I've seen.
You
a
would know if
picture.
you've seen this picture.
I mean, I know the picture.
They're not far
Dante's
off.
here.
Why would you say it like that?
That's an appropriate reaction.
He's the worst.
At least someone's honest.
That's the real picture.
Yes,
That's the real one.
Yeah,
No, dude, I've seen that one.
that's real.
That's
This
how
is the beer.
I was also leaning down.
No,
That's
like,
the unphotoshopped one.
like,
there's no way this was the one.
no, that's real. And Chuck said, Chuck
awful
photoshopped
idea.
it.
That was an awful idea.
Why did you get on the couch?
I knew what I was
Because he was
doing.
hammered.
Well,
You
yeah.
didn't think it'd look like that, though.
The bench is 3 feet high.
No shit. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna look like post,
Wembanyama.
but of course it was gonna look outrageous.
When I was taking that picture, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be beer."
Yeah.
Well, then they
I
photoshopped
completely
it.
forgot until the next morning, by the way. So I wake up, I'm digging through my text to make sure I didn't say anything stupid on the internet or personally last night or the night before, rather.
You're like,
and
nope, I'm clear.
I'm like, and then I see the pictures. I'm like, oh,
And then how were we feeling once we saw Natasha posted it to her own Instagram account?
Oh,
this
she's been
morning?
all over it.
oh yeah, she's having fun with it too.
So they posted that. I was like, Chuck, I don't think you needed to do that. The original picture
I think he
was
looks
outrageous.
taller in the second
Yeah,
one somehow.
like, in a weird way. So then
Yeah.
Natasha gets in on the mix. If you could pull that up, that's from today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah,
a sudden I'm
there's-
fucking sitting on my computer. And I get an Natasha Betingfield's tagged you in a
You're like,
post.
fuck.
Same exact feeling. I'm like, ah, fuck.
You're
I haven't listened to it yet, though. So what did
Yeah.
she say?
She's having a field day with this picture.
That is.
Dude, she must have liked that picture. She had to get her team in on this.
Oh yeah, like unless she's sitting there editing it all.
I just want to go ahead and say I don't think there's no way she's as a 5'7" woman. I think
She had significant shoes.
I don't think 3. I think they were like probably 6, maybe.
I don't think
They were
6.
fucking huge heels. I don't know. They were big ass heels, and they were
big
thick,
enough for
too.
you to get on top of a couch.
Yeah.
I can see you the next morning, like waking up and looking at your notifications, like Jason Segel and forgetting Sarah Marshall, where it's like, wish I wasn't standing on that fucking couch.
Wish I wasn't wearing this fucking shirt.
I mean, the pictures weren't released until like noon, so the anticipation from like the moment I wake up to knowing that they're coming out, like it was
You
crushing
could
me.
not have known it was going to be that.
What did you, I mean? I knew
Did
that
you
the
have
picture.
like a that when you wake up the next morning and everything's a little hazy? Did you have that picture like maybe and you're like, did I take that? Did I not
No,
take
I-
it?
Well, I mean,
knew
Danny
fully-
could have cropped out your lower half.
It was a 40-year-old virgin when he's in bed. It's not going to be that bad.
Yeah. Well, I tweeted, I was like, this is toxic masculinity because if you remember, Kike Hernandez did that in 7 years ago. He stood on a gum bucket and talking to a reporter because she was taller than him. And
He was Ashley
people,
Brewer.
people killed him for it. Seriously. They were like, this is bullshit. Like, this is men not being secure. Like,
I don't remember
toxic
this.
masculinity.
Oh,
it was like a
It was
little
a big thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. Yeah.
To the point where Ashley Brewer had to make a statement.
Was he
This is the
doing
thing
it,
we
like-
do, we joke with each other.
Yes, exactly. So
Well,
that's why I said
Boys
that.
can't even be boys anymore. Right, Tom?
Boys can't be boys.
Boys can't step on couches.
it's
and
safe
they
to say we have another Hall of Fame White Sox day.
Yeah, add it to the calendar.
Yeah.
I love that one.
It was good. But yeah, when I sit and I see Danny and everybody with their their cameras filming, I'm like, because they all have the half grins on their face, trying not to give it away that they're just filming my entire body. And I'm like,
Danny's like, I got my next week planned now.
yeah.
There was another photographer there. I think he was with Natasha or Wishfest, and after that picture, we just looked at each other and go,
Just knew instantly. Also, there was Megan, you noticed a resemblance in something with John.
Yeah, why don't you guys both stand up for a second?
uh-oh.
I do know.
Oh, are we doing pants?
I was
This is like a funhouse mirror.
I think you have a thing. I don't have a thing. I have a pocket.
I was gonna ask you if you're going to audition for Game of Thrones or something with that sweater.
Bro,
Sweaters.
my mom knit me this sweater. Thank you very much.
Really?
I
Really?
feel like
she
I've
did.
seen your dad with a very
My dad's got the same sweater.
Is that
really good.
Is that baseball string kind of?
It's a Portuguese fisherman sweater. See, I told you. I
That was my second guess.
It's a Portuguese fisherman sweater is what it is.
I was going to say that.
Obviously.
Nope, but we're from a town that's very Portuguese.
It was giving Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, I'll take that as
I
well.
like it. Men in tights.
How long did that take her?
I would imagine quite some time.
Looks so soft.
She just knit one actually for my new nephew, and I was like, "You're wasting time here. By the time you're done, he's not
You got married for a 3-year-old.
He's gonna grow.
He's one.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow out of it by the time you're done.
Can she knit me one?
I can put out the request.
You can
Yeah.
say
Those
no.
thing take way too long.
Just go ahead and
Fine.
say no.
It'll take the same amount of time as it did for your little nephew. Just kidding.
You're looking skinny,
I'm
by
buff.
the way. Yeah, I was gonna say you're looking.
You have
good.
a bust.
Thank you.
Yeah, your
big
bust is looking good.
Spell. I am the first injury on the basketball court, though.
What happened to you?
Just ripped his
I'm
arm
pretty
out.
sure I fucked it up playing wiffle ball, throwing wiffle balls as hard as I could. Bad for your arm.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, not good for your arm. My
Did you have a
shoulders.
gun out?
No, that's something we need to invest in, though.
Yeah.
Actually, we
Have
need.
you ever thrown a ball not as hard as you can? Because
No,
playing,
it's 80% plus.
yeah, because playing catch with you with football is not the funnest.
You know, like
You ever heard
rookie,
of throwing a catchable ball?
That's on you. Hit you in the hands. You got to catch it.
Okay.
like Rookie of the Year when he does that twitch every time.
Yeah.
That's Dave every single time.
Dude, I
hope
for a
so.
fast.
a great
When I
movie.
remember warm ups, I always warm up with a buddy who would do he just randomly throw a curveball and hit me in the dick. I'd rather you throw 100. And the buddy was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fuck around and throw a curveball right now when we've been playing catch for a half hour straight." That I hate more.
Yeah.
And then tips you.
I do think injury-wise, it needs to be lower body to be considered the first injury.
Yeah,
You know,
Gotta be an
legs.
ACL.
Yeah, it's
ACL,
gonna happen.
ankle. Oh, 100%.
That's gonna happen once. I was just eavesdropping a bit, I guess, listening to someone say, maybe it was even you, about how dusty these things get,
Yeah.
and that they get very dusty, and in a month you're not gonna be able to walk out there.
I mean, I worked at a gym post-college, and I had to do maintenance for the gym, and you have to sweep it every fucking night. Otherwise, the dust just piles up, and
I
it
guess
becomes like an
dust-
ice rink.
Dust, I guess, wouldn't really lend itself to an ACL injury, right? That's more of a groin, probably.
You never know.
Or, yeah, like
Non-contact, so picking up.
hyperextension or something.
Yeah.
That broom mop though, that's like therapeutic. I'll
Yeah,
clean
those
it.
things.
Yeah.
Kind of like doing those. That's way better than mopping.
What's
Danny's
that,
gonna
the
work in
Olympic
his
sport?
brand new office and
curling?
downgrade himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
should
done
just
with
do
social.
that,
Let me be the
but on a
janitor.
thing.
No, what do you think of it though, John?
I really haven't seen all that much. I just walked in. Very nice, obviously. I would like more water bottles around. The nice thing in New York is that there's just piles of water bottles
Yeah.
everywhere.
See, that's the one thing they haven't given us here. Give us
No,
the-
there's
water?
no water.
There's
Oh,
a pallet back in the loading dock.
They're
Oh,
hiding
really?
them.
They're hiding the water.
And I did have to carry 4 fridges with Nikki Smokes yesterday after people left. So
Fridge.
You did what?
Yeah, there's the fridges over there. We had to carry them off like the back of I think it was back of a truck.
Why?
So, I don't
Can
know.
I ask why someone else didn't do that?
They just said, "Hey, can you help us?" And I always say yes. And then they're like, "You have to move these fridges." I was like, "Fuck."
You had the same reaction I did.
Yeah.
Dude, move in a fridge.
We did that just yesterday with some of the Planned Brie producers were carrying out like sweatshirts from Bree Studio, and they had big boxes. And I was like, oh, Nate was actually like, "Oh, can we give you a hand?" And meaning like, "Can we grab the doors for you?" And they're like, "Yeah, there's a bunch more back there." And I was like,
Lifting heavy stuff sucks.
That's like a
Dude,
fridge. It's too much.
by the way, can you help me move this fridge? Are you serious?
"That's right."
It's kind of a dick move.
No,
We got a grand piano after
and
this.
Smokes and Max, like it was like many hands make light work, but it was like I was on my way out, and I was like, "Sure, I'll help you with one thing." It's a fridge.
That's crazy.
When I was in 8th grade, my friend moved to the suburbs, and like his parents were like, "Yeah, can you guys help? Like, we're not going to do movers. We're just going to have you guys move us out." And naturally, everyone's helped someone move in here for sure. But like, it's boxes, it's maybe a mattress, maybe a couch. We moved a fridge. I feel like that's like the parameter of like, I
But
can't move
a
a fucking
fridge.
fridge.
8th grade, that's
I
the
mean,
exact
that's how
age.
you get injured. That's how you get injured is moving stuff.
Yeah, true.
Could have
Fridge should
happened
just
on
be
about.
stationary. Like you should not be moving fridges like that.
Yeah.
I moved on Molly once. I recommend that.
Oh,
How did that happen?
Hell yeah.
Dude, we went out. It was actually a Barstool thing.
just staring at the fridge for an hour.
It was like
Was it talking to you?
dude, I was
No,
just
you're just having a
fucking-
great time.
No, it was really mostly meth. So like, it really just had me.
Like that
swimming.
meth base. You were just going, sweating your balls off.
We went to like the Bud Light, whatever. We went to a beer thing, and then like we were out all night, and then like we had to move at like 4 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever, because my buddy's dad was helping, and we barely slept. We woke up and we're like, "Do we have any Molly left?" And we were like, "Let's just take that now." And bro, I recommend moving on Molly.
Okay.
It is. It's
Makes the time go
I
fast.
didn't move a fridge, but I moved a lot of stuff really quick. You know, like the fridge is the easy part. You know when you like. You think you're done because the place is
And
empty.
then all the tiny little things.
All the little things, really fast. Those things are out.
You know, that's
That's the worst. The little thing.
what music were you listening to?
I don't remember much of it back then.
Swedish house.
And it's the impending doom of knowing you're gonna have to move that fridge again back into the new house.
Yes.
To move it out.
That little ramp up to the truck is no joke.
I feel like that's how people started leaving appliances, like in the move. And it was like,
No.
"You can have it. Like, we're not putting that on the
They
truck."
should, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, most
I left my
places
washer
do.
and dryer. I
Did
said,
you?
that's y'all's problem.
What's the biggest thing you brought?
my king mattress?
All right, and I think that's reasonable.
And it's just I just bought it. If I didn't just
No
buy it-
couches or nothing?
No couches, no nothing.
No one leaves a mattress though.
I mean,
People
if it
leave a
was
mattress?
old and gross, I would have just left
In,
it there.
in the alley,
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
have alleys in Louisiana, really.
in the front driveway.
Yeah, there we go. Someone would have picked it up.
Dude, when we moved out from me, Lou, and Gaz used to live together. Like
What a crew.
Yeah.
It's not talked
Was that
about
the
enough,
Molly
by the
crew?
way.
No, it wasn't. In fact, but Gaz had moved out early before us, and just left everything. Like he took his belongings, but like it was a New York apartment, so like you had to build your own closet, and he built his own bed frame, but like one of those like a big one, like where, and he just left all that, and we're like, what the fuck? So we were just destroying everything in there. Like it was like the last thing we did was open his room to see what was in there, and it was like, fuck, we have a whole new 3 hours
Project,
of work in
yeah.
here. So we're just like kicking the bed frame and trying to break everything so we can get it all out and bring it to the street. And then there's the makeshift closet, and we were like, how do we take this down? And Lou's like, let's just throw it. So we take it and we fucking just throw it. We were hoping it was gonna shatter on the ground, but we didn't measure the width of the room, and it just went out a window.
How do you accidentally throw furniture out of a window?
It's New
Well,
York.
it didn't
It's
go
like
out. It didn't go
impossible.
out. It just went like through
Oh,
the window.
okay.
No, it didn't
All
go
right.
out. It was like on that wall, and we just grabbed it thinking it was gonna hit the ground.
Oh,
we didn't think,
fuck.
when I said floor, I didn't mean like outside cement.
Okay.
I meant like it's just gonna hit the
That was not the Molly time, though, right?
no, this is Stone Zone.
Okay.
And
That's why it happened. If you were
Yeah,
on the Molly,
yeah.
you would have had the exact measurements.
and Lou just goes, he just grabs me and starts walking backwards out the door and just closes it. He goes, we were never in here.
It's a gas
And
problem.
we just left it like that.
Did Gaz have to pay it on like the security deposit or
dude,
something?
This was actually the craziest part was that the landlord, super, whatever you want to call it, emailed and was like, we noticed a problem in one of the rooms. What were you talking about? And they're like, we're going to have to charge you $300. an insanely reasonable fee. And I saw that and went to bed and was like, this is great. Woke up to like 9 emails from Lou being like, you motherfuckers are trying to steal from us.
Oh my
what are you
God.
talking about?
Just suck it up and pay $100 a pop.
Dude, and it was just like, we're going to take it out of your security deposit. We'll give you the rest back. And Lou,
there's like that's fake money.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't
came out
exist.
ahead.
And we ended up getting it. We ended up giving them whatever they asked for, 300, 600, something like that. And Lou shut up. But I was like, dude, you got to stop emailing them. They're gonna get pissed and come at us
blow
for
it
real now.
Yeah.
I've never once thought I'm getting the security deposit
Never.
back.
I forgot I even put it down.
Yeah.
The last
like
prior
credit.
to my current house, we had move-in fees where
That's
it's just
new, yeah, they're doing
it's
that now.
awesome because you don't have to worry about a security deposit. So I tried hanging a flat screen on 2 apartments ago, and apparently there was no studs in the wall. So I'm just sitting there screwing, trying to find the stud so I can put the mount up, and it's just nothing but holes. Eventually, I got it hung, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna fix all those 12 holes. So I just put the TV in front of it, moved out, never worried
The holes
about
are
it.
behind the TV though.
Yeah, perfect.
Because it's a law that they have to put your security deposit in like an interest account.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if they give you back your security deposit,
They
and it's
made
like
money.
$1,000, they can't do that.
Dude,
Scams.
You should be getting back like $1,037.
Yeah.
Like that's how they work.
How far can you really
Yes.
push it though? No security deposit? Can you knock down a wall? What are they going to be like? You're good.
I don't know.
Just dartboards everywhere.
I was laughing at you for putting holes in the wall, but I've been in the same situation. I tried to put up a big whiteboard, and that's another thing I left at the old house. There was probably at least 40 holes behind that whiteboard
It
with me
feels
trying
good
to find it.
admitting that
Yeah, it
publicly.
does.
I'm sure. I'm sure that was weighing on your
It was. My
conscience.
shoulders feel
Yes,
so much
they're-
lighter.
This might just be Illinois.
I've never tried to hang anything ever, so you
Besides
guys are both
yourself.
a step ahead of me.
Just tape. Dark.
Wait, what did you say? Oh, wait.
I made a joke. You thought it was funny?
No, we just.
You never like use a TaskRabbit?
What's up?
You use like a TaskRabbit?
I use a TaskRabbit. I've been in my apartment for 3 years now. I use a TaskRabbit to hang the TV because it's in brick, and then everything else, all the pictures and like stuff I brought, they're still on the floor.
Yeah.
On the floor?
Yeah, obviously.
It's a cool vibe. I think it's an artsy vibe. If I walked in, I'd be like, this guy is so
Bro,
cool.
I have
So
a
New
completely
York.
empty room. Dude, if you walked in, you'd be like, when did you move in? 2019.
I gotta say that though. Everyone talks about like Uber and Venmo and how those are like the revolutionary apps that have like helped us. TaskRabbit's
I
good, man.
love TaskRabbit. I use it all the time now.
Yeah.
I use it all the time
We
now.
should try to get him to sponsor us.
Just I mean, I don't know if they're in the sponsorship game.
I don't know,
they
but
should
get
be.
like a code, like 20% off your TaskRabbit. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that'd be
I've
smart.
never-
They do that for first-time users. I know you can share because I just used it last week.
I don't know how to do anything. So
No, nothing.
What do you do when he's there? Because I like
Whatever
when I
you
got
want.
I leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I trust that they're not gonna loot my house.
Yeah.
But I leave. Yeah.
See,
We were talking about this like 2 weeks ago on a draft. You can't watch someone work.
You hire another TaskRabbit to watch that TaskRabbit.
No, I have done that before.
I did that too.
I have done that before. I have done that
I hired
before.
two to help each other, but I stood in the other room. I didn't want him to go through all my shit.
Keep 'em honest.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know
That's
which one's
smart.
the trustworthy
I
TaskRabbit?
stayed there and I was in my room the whole time. I didn't go down. I just like sat in my room, like just hoping they wouldn't come up.
I'm gonna call another TaskRabbit to get me a
Crazy and
glass of
smart.
water.
I know.
Because I couldn't just like what?
I just have
too
too
No.
many. I have too many things that are liable in my room that I don't want people to go through. So I'm just like,
like what?
lots of things in my room.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you not have
What
things
were
in
you-
your room you don't want
what were you
people to
gonna
see?
say?
I was gonna say like I couldn't invite someone into my invite a man into your home to be a man while you just like sit on the couch.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, dude.
Yo, you see this episode of Sunny? It's great. Right?
Dude, in college, I had like this big couch I just didn't want to move, and I saw like a Craigslist ad that these movers were coming, and this guy showed up, and he was with his wife. And I was like, what do you say?
asshole.
You know, and like, not like in shape people, like she was struggling, and I'm like, what? Like, that's a conundrum. Like, do I help or like
You
I
have to
paid?
help.
You
Let
have
the
to.
I
wo-
know,
Yeah.
I
Let
know.
the woman work.
I paid for the service though. It's like I don't know.
You know what the move is? Bring out an old pair of crutches.
Keep crutches
Make
on
them
hand.
think you're
So you
impaired.
got
That's
bad
why you
back,
called
yeah.
them. I'm not a man. I'm just have a broken leg from the basketball court.
So I helped, but I wasn't happy about it.
You could act blind.
Did you get any money back?
No.
No,
It
they're
was
not
like
giving
it was
money
very
back.
like two people who just posted an ad, I was in college, so it was like whoever could do it, I'm in.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But no, there was no money. There was no money back.
That's fucking crazy. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, but what can you? There's nothing you could say to him.
No,
Right?
You're fucked. You're a mover. You just paid yourself.
Yeah.
I look when it was the cop. I was like, motherfucker. Like
That's
I'm gonna
almost
have
like
to
a
say
scam.
something. It is kind
Yeah.
of. I agree.
Have any of you ordered something like a large piece of furniture to your house and like the guy's like, this is as far as I'll go? Because a lot of our furniture, like the delivery guy will like get it to like our front and he'll be like, sorry, this is I can't go
And
any
they're
further. Policy.
Super hard line about it.
Yeah.
My grill. They wouldn't move it an inch closer to my deck for me. And it's like 600 pounds.
Stuff's so heavy. I tried to remove a King Murphy bed upstairs. 2 TaskRabbits.
Imagine just
Didn't
leaving
I
a
help
washing
you move
machine
your
on the
grill in?
sidewalk.
No, it sat on my fucking deck for like 2 days, or like on my parking lot for 2 days.
Yeah, but I think I eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
With a dead deer.
Yeah.
Oh, Dante's DJing. That's what he's. I was like, does he have like a booth? Like
We
it's
have
a
a
fucking.
DJ.
Dante roll in here with his own protein
Did you
shake?
bring any of that
Protein
Molly?
shake.
I didn't bring any Molly, no.
Oh yeah,
I think I could though if I wanted to.
I
I think about that a lot, that I could fly with drugs.
Yeah.
So.
You can fly
Yes.
with drugs for
I've,
sure.
There's-
How
I've
do they tell the
accidentally done it.
difference?
Huh?
How do they tell the difference? If
I
it's just a pill.
I think they could even catch it and they'd be like, that happens.
you're
As
good.
long as it's not like you're not moving weight, you're
Yeah,
fine.
dude, I was like, I got stopped. Where were we going? We were on the road recently, and I grabbed a backpack that I haven't used in forever. And I was going through TSA, and I saw it get pulled, and I was like, I'm not making this trip. There were drugs in there for sure.
And you're here.
They weren't, but
I same kind of situation. I was at the airport this last week, and they touched my screen phone and like did this whole thing, and they ran the paper through, and they were like, we got to run this through again. I'm like, there's nothing on my phone. I promise you. There's nothing drug related on my phone.
I don't do
I
lines
swear
off
to
my
God, there's no cocaine on my phone.
And they were wrong. They came back and they apologized. It was they tested 3 of us wrong. So
have you heard about that? Remember the kid from Stranger Things, the older one, the one who
Steve.
no, the other one, the one he
Billy?
bullies, the kind of nerd, the kid who disappears, his older brother, the camera.
Oh,
the
yeah,
cameraman.
yeah.
Oh
yeah, the one like you can't remember his name at all.
Yeah.
He got caught at Heathrow with just like coke on his clothes. I was like, how much coke do you have to have on your clothes for TSA to be like?
Whoa.
It was just like residue of coke. Dude, what the fuck?
The dogs are just sniffing him.
Just
Like I don't have.
rolled in it.
What were you doing last night that there's so much cocaine on your clothes? TSA caught it.
He looks like the biggest coke guy of all time.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
does.
yeah.
He does look like a
Good
guy.
jawline. That was good.
Didn't they like eliminate his plot from the first season? That was like a rumor because he was like really creepy. Do you watch the show?
Oh, really?
No, I will defend. No, wait. Yes. He was really creepy.
In
Yeah.
what?
I will
Stranger
defend
Things?
Steve Harrington. People thought he was such a bully. I was like, he fucking.
He
broke
identified the creep.
He identified the creep and broke his camera using like nude pictures of his girlfriend. I think
Yeah.
he was all right.
I
Like
think
he's such a bully.
Are you
No,
saying
actually,
He's
no,
a crime
not.
fighter. What are you talking about?
you're saying in real life though?
No, people were saying that Netflix scrubbed that from Stranger
Oh,
Things because they
gotcha,
didn't want
gotcha.
their good guy to be seen as like a perv in season 1. But I think it was just like one of those.
You can't
You
look like
know.
that and be a perv. You
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
think he's a perv.
That's an awful
It's
like,
like a
role to
Marilyn
have.
Manson lost a rib kind of rumor. It was never true
I still believe that rumor.
that he did.
We
100%.
were talking about that on the yak today too.
About
That's-
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
It's crazy how easy that could be debunked, but we just keep going
What?
with it.
What part?
That he got a rib removed
The Notre Dame quarterback had his rib removed.
for that reason.
fucking dude gets to suck his own dick.
That's not fair.
He fucking sucks, dude. Nobody's sucking that guy's dick.
Good looking guy though.
Wait, Hartman?
He's terrible.
Who gives a shit, dude? I've never seen
Notre
him throw a
Dame
ball in my
fans.
life. He's the greatest man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
though.
No, he's hot as fuck.
He could be a TaskRabbit. He's still getting his dick sucked.
It's true.
Yeah, if I look
I'm
like
out
him,
on
I get a
this
rib
guy.
removed too.
Yeah. But would you make it into a necklace? Because that's what he did.
Oh,
No
that's
That
way.
you like his mom
Yeah.
polished it down,
gross.
and now he wears his own rib around his neck.
What?
That's lame.
You didn't know that?
No, I
Yes.
did not know that.
If I just
Yes.
tell your mom to go from the sweaters to the necklaces.
Yeah, the rib jewelry.
I'm gonna make you a
Yeah, it's a
necklace of
little
your
off-putting.
baby teeth.
And he sucks.
Dude, I'm currently, you actually know this 'cause I texted you, reading a book about a psychopath in Chicago, and they were talking about that just now, like
Devil in the White City. Is
Devil in the
book.
White
Yeah.
City.
It's a true
And,
story.
It's
Was it a good book?
crazy.
Yeah.
They
Crazy.
they think I didn't know this, that they think the guy's Jack the Ripper.
That is a theory.
They never found him.
Wait,
right?
are we talking
They
about
think
all
he
the
moved to Chicago.
disappearances and
No. This is the World's Fair of Chicago, 1893.
Oh, okay.
Devil in the White City. When you said I'm reading a book, and Dave's reaction was like, "What?"
Yeah, before you even got to the cycle part.
I was. It was actually very weird. I was reading it this weekend, and I was like, "Oh, like I feel like Chief would like this."
Yeah.
So I texted it to him, and he was like, "I've actually already read it."
Is-
But I say all that to say that I was reading what they do with dead bodies, all the bodies they'd find like in Lake Michigan, where they just like carved them up into like ornaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Gross.
All the times was great. They also said like tons of cats used to just wash ashore. What's
Oh,
that
I
all
didn't know
about?
that. I did.
What's
I
that
can't
all
remember where.
What the fuck does that mean?
Big pirate animal?
I feel like we were maybe on a trip with Sydney Wells somewhere, but they were explaining like, well, we had this one problem, so we brought in all like
Rats, maybe, and
they
then
had
the
like
cat?
a rat problem, then a cat problem, then they were
Steal
like they had
Charlie
a
Kelly.
fish problem. The fish were smelling, so they brought in a different fish, and now we just have like salmon all over Lake Michigan.
that was Captain Ron. I remember that. Yeah. With the Asian carp and everything
Yeah.
too. It's just like they keep trying to fix the invasive species problem with another invasive species.
Doesn't
and then
explain the
that thing
cats on the
fuck 'em
beach.
up.
That, it was one single sentence. It was like, and then they're
Dead
getting ready
cats.
for at Jackson Park. It was tough with all the sewage and the cats in Lake Michigan. And I was like, I get one of these. Like, what the fuck's the other one? all
It
about?
sounds like a Charlie Kelly dream come true. Like, this place should have been born in 1893.
I believe cats are like the most overpopulated, like wild animal.
You know that 2 cats alone can have over like single pairing can have over I believe it's over 100,000 kittens.
No, that's
What?
fake.
No.
It's
That
insane.
is fake.
That's like clownfish numbers.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta get like I had a cat that was living outside that was pregnant and she just had a baby and within like a week of it was pregnant again. Cats are the biggest whores in the entire world.
Well,
I'm
so
saying,
why-
And they
It's a
can
lot.
get like double pregnant, and then once you get like Google, I don't know. I think 2 cats can make up to like 1,000 kittens. I saw a thing with
1,000?
100,000. I saw like a spay and
Yeah.
neutered thing, and I was like, "There's no way that could happen."
Like supposedly,
280 kittens.
It's close.
You're all
Close. They were saying though the way they populate, I think,
Yeah.
was up to 100,000.
I would guess that 280 becomes 100,000.
Yeah,
pretty quick.
because
Yeah.
then the 2 and the 2 and then the 2. You
Yeah.
know,
Have I ever
just
told you
keep
my
popping
favorite
them
They,
out.
fact?
I would bet they could have 100,000 grandkids.
Yeah,
That-
there you
that
go.
makes sense.
Thank you.
Isn't it funny how we just take that Google result as fact now?
it's all we
Google
need.
killed every like form of research and anything. Even remember like
It killed debate.
Yeah,
So I'd be
yeah.
like, no, he went somewhere else for college. I'd be like, and then you would argue about a fact with your friends because nobody would.
Do you remember
could,
Ask Jeeves? Anybody else? use
that was like, Ask Jeeves was a great idea. Google ate it.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I ran out the gym.
that happened to me the other day when we were traveling, and like I thought dinosaurs turned into
Birds.
Birds.
Chickens.
Oil. Is what I was gonna say.
I think they did. Did they not? It was organic material.
Yeah,
It turned
that-
into oil.
It could. Yeah.
Just
that
very
wrong?
2 different things.
Everyone was like, you're an idiot. Like fossil fuels don't come from fossils, and I was like, I don't know. Someone told me they did once,
They do.
and I'm kind of right, but
Yeah.
I'm also I
I
admit
just
I'm
watched There
kinda
Will Be
wrong.
Blood. You could be right. I
I've
mean,
never seen There Will Be Blood.
you should go watch it.
Oh, you
PTA.
should.
It's
Is
great.
it good?
It's very
It took
good.
me like 47 times. It's my husband's favorite movie, but I finally rewatched it the other day, and it's now in my top 10 probably.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Never seen
fucking
it.
fantastic.
I gotta put it on the list. But I was saying that like that's how the world used to be. Like someone just told me that once, and I was like, cool.
You just
And, like,
take it as gospel.
I
yeah.
went about my day.
How many people do you think you told that? As they repeated it.
I say everything in this brain, which is very little, into a lot of people. All the facts that I think, I'm just like, yeah, that sounds right.
Yep.
I have no fucking idea about. I know nothing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I make up my own facts. I just say
You
them.
just said cats
That's
have
100,000.
100,000.
Yeah. But
You were
that's
only
like-
off by
had
about
we not Googled
100,000.
that, I would have told my mom that 10 times. Mom, you hear about cats?
They liked your sweater too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of going
There's a
on with
bunch
cats.
of dead ones on the beach.
Real quick, Game Time. You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Game Time is fast and it's an easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. Honestly, one of the best perks we have at Barstool is having Game Time at our fingertips because literally we could just go wherever, and you could go wherever too if you download the app. Have you taken advantage of it, John?
Oh, I'm taking it.
Brother.
Where have you been?
I've been everywhere. I've been to Chappelle, U.S. Open, Bruins Stanley Cup games. Going to another one this year. I forget. I mean, anytime I go to a game, I use Game Time.
Mm-hmm. And
Can they use Game Time for the Invitational?
I don't see why not. Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, that or
We'll look it up right now.
/invitation.
Yeah. What was
And
that?
it's hockey season. Bedard.
Barstool.link
Not all of us are going to Stanley Cup Finals, but there's finally a reason to go to the rink. So yeah, it's been. I mean, we use it. I probably use it like once a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be very upset when Bedard doesn't win the Calder and Patra does?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's on here.
I was a little annoyed on the internet that night. What was his name? Pacha?
Patra, yeah.
When he scored and Bedard didn't, or like got the game winner out. I was like, fuck. This is like, I would never trade him. This is annoying on the internet tonight, though. Save this for like Philly.
Barstool Sports Invitational is on here.
There you
Megan.
go.
Oh, cool. See, if you haven't checked those out or you haven't gotten tickets, go get them on Game Time.
Yeah, take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MID for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code MID for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
That's the key. When it's like, oh, should we go? And you just pull up Game Time.
Yep.
You know
That's
you're
it.
getting a good deal.
Nice and
That's
easy.
the best is like when you're like around Wrigley or MSG and you're just like having beers and you're like, dude, what's at MSG tonight?
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck, you know, dude,
Nice.
like I did it with my dad. I was like, Chappelle's here? Hang on, I'll go on Game Time.
Yeah.
And when you're just like having beers and just kind of the spontaneity of it.
I did that all
So
summer
good.
long where it was
So
just like,
good.
weather's nice.
Yeah.
Just walk on over to Wrigley.
Why not?
Yeah.
Going back to celebrities, like the Marilyn Manson thing, how bad is it? Like the Richard Gere gerbil thing, you know that?
Oh, yeah,
rumor,
him
right?
in the butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he took a gerbil in his ass.
Do you remember the Sierra one?
You knew that.
Gerbils are always getting the short end of the stick.
If-
They're in microwaves and
Yes.
If you're
Sierra.
Richard
What was
Gere,
the Sierra one?
But she was hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one-
She's not?
Lady Gaga too.
Like you
I
just
didn't hear that one. I just heard Sierra.
Yeah, I heard that. You just gotta like so much just want to put a video and be like, that's not true.
I am
But then
not-
you Danny Boy Kane yourself.
No,
Yeah.
you gotta
You're
gotta
fucked.
own it. Like if I was Richard Gere, every stoplight I was at, like walking, I'd just be like scratching my ass. Like if you're Sierra,
What the hell's up there?
like, you just like ugh, just always in like a little bit of discomfort.
Just walk around with a
He's
pet
doing it
gerbil.
again.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Gerbil's up there.
whatever noise a gerbil makes.
Imagine Sierra was on stage and she was just like,
Oh.
Just moving it around.
Like,
What's
I'm
some
an
other
am-
classic ones like that?
I mean, there was the Britney Spears one.
Which
She had to get her stomach pumped.
oh, see, I heard
No,
that as
that's
little kid.
That was
Lil
Lil'
Kim.
Kim, yeah.
Yeah.
No, my childhood it was
Really?
Britney Spears with NSYNC.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Your
No.
child.
Dumping that, man.
I never heard that one.
Yeah. So same rumor,
That
but
never-
with Little Kim.
I never heard either. I don't. think.
JT got a fucking fire hose
Yeah.
on him.
The whole
Five
band,
guys,
even
you know,
Lance.
stomach
Did
pumping.
you hear what happened?
Tracy
Well, not
Chestnut.
recently, but recently she came out and said that Justin Timberlake knocked her up, and
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did see that, and people took that as like
She's out for blood.
yeah. If I was JT, I'd be like, yeah, I support a woman's right to choose. You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pro. Like I think that's an easy one to get out from under.
fuck yeah, it is.
Like, yeah.
He said
He
bye,
was
bye,
out from
bye.
under it. Dave just brought it back.
I didn't bring it back up.
Brittany's right now
I
just
mean,
throwing knives at the
It
wall.
was all over the news like 2
No,
weeks
I know. But I don't know. That was, and he like, didn't he like issue a statement too? Like,
Yeah, he said bye, bye, bye.
Why?
Good one.
Do you remember? I used to have like a disdain for Justin Timberlake.
Why? Because
When-
he's so handsome.
No, because he was
Good at
everybody
everything?
Because he was good at everything, and he was dating Britney Spears, and I was like, oh fuck this guy.
he's still good at everything.
He's still good at
And he's
everything.
married to what's her
Jessica
Biel.
Biel.
Jessica Biel, yeah.
Biel.
Yeah.
Is it that? No, it's Ashton Kutcher and Mila that don't
Yeah.
bathe their kids, right?
They do
Dirty bathing, where it's
Pits,
like
tits, and Mila Kunis
PTA,
is.
Pits, tits, and ass.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
It's a
essentials.
PTA bath.
What's the logic behind
Now
it?
I saw a lot of
that's what
parents
I do.
saying they're
What,
like,
you guys do more than that.
I mean, I will say, like, my kids don't take baths every night, but I mean, it's way more than pits, tits, and ass. Whenever
why?
they wash.
How dirty you
'Cause
getting?
the-
I'm
I mean, they're
I'm
out-
talking adult stuff, by the way.
I mean, adults. I mean, I feel like that's. I don't really. I come
What
here,
happens when you just get in the shower?
Huh?
just stand there.
Yeah, you get covered with water. That's washing.
Yeah.
I don't scrub
You
every
need a
inch
wa-
of
you
my
need a
whole
you need a
body.
wash rag.
I don't do shampoo.
yeah, you let the gravity take control.
I fucking go like bang bang. I shower for 5 seconds.
When's the last time you put on deodorant?
Deodorant.
You seem like a guy that's given
I
it
don't
up a
do
while
deodorant
ago.
every day.
You
But
don't
I
wash
have-
your hair at all?
What?
I do. I'll wash my hair like
Do you wear underwear?
I do wear underwear. I actually, thank God you asked that. I am currently wearing a pair of Kim Kardashian Skims. And
Ooh.
let me tell you, they're a delight.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, I always.
I also am
Wait.
wearing a pair of Kim Kardashian.
Are you?
No, but I just thought it would be funny.
Guys just
wow, we're
matching
really
bottoms
going for
left
it.
and right. Yeah.
I never realized how much of a difference good underwear and socks makes. Because I used to just go to like
so
Kohl's
good.
or whatever and get standard 3 or 4 pack of whatever.
I did.
Now I spend some money on it. It's night and day. It's a huge difference.
Does she make men's or are you wearing?
No.
Yeah.
It's just they're straight up like boxer briefs. They're just
Okay.
regular boxer briefs. But
Alright.
they're
You
awesome.
thought he was
she's with
wearing
the
a
NBA
thong
now.
right now?
The NFL has her as a sponsor.
Or the
now.
the NFL.
If they're NBA.
That was NBA.
NBA, yeah, one of the two.
I probably until 6 months ago, I couldn't tell you where I'd gotten a single pair of my underwear.
They just arrived.
I
Yeah.
just kind of
They just
acquired
showed up.
them,
Yeah.
Over the
I was like, I'm gonna buy some underwear. I just went on Amazon and got like some Calvin Klein shit, and they were
Awful.
Yeah.
And they rip
Yes.
around the edges.
They
tear.
curl up
Yeah,
to the
the
waistband.
curl,
like,
yes.
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 The only reason
Yes.
why I know that I love wearing boxers. They're
And
like
I
my
was
favorite
like,
thing to
I was
wear.
like, I gotta find a good pair of underwear. Kim came out with Skims like 2 weeks later. I bought a bunch of Skims. I'm living the dream. Right
I gotta make an investment. It sounds like.
and they're actually not crazy expensive. Like
No?
for
Okay.
6 pairs, what do you think 6 pairs cost?
$100.
I was gonna
it's
say
not bad.
75. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
And
boxer or
plus
boxer
shipping.
briefs? Because I think boxer is just dead.
Oh, I like to wear my husband's boxers or boxer briefs. Either one.
How old's your husband again?
35.
Boxers are like I don't even.
I just
I
like.
don't know.
I
Like
just.
short shorts.
I just like them because they're so comfortable. They're
Yeah.
just
Boxers.
Yeah, because
They're-
you just let your shit fly. You know, if you're at
I
the
can see them
house.
being comfortable for chicks.
Yeah.
They're not comfortable
They're
guys because
very
they just let your shit
uncomfortable.
fly.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
like a big moment though. Where you're like, hey mom, like I need boxers. Like
No more whitey tights.
Yeah, we're out of that.
Yeah. I can't go to school if I don't have
Yeah.
boxers on tomorrow.
Right.
And we just switched my son from boxers to boxer briefs because the boxers were longer than his shorts because I don't want him to have shorts below his knees. So he's got a nice 5-inch inseam
Yeah.
pair of shorts. Then the boxers are just like Hanes are hanging out the bottom. I'm like, we gotta figure
problem.
this out, kid.
It's a problem.
But they're comfortable.
Now
They're
it's talking
comfortable.
underwear. It is that is something that just comes of age with you. I think.
Yeah. I remember being like nervous.
Do you guys all wear briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Boxer? No, you wear
Yeah.
briefs?
Yeah, it was like the first day.
Just
I was
briefs?
talking to Danny about this. Yeah, it's like I think right. Is it called boxer briefs or just briefs?
Well, briefs are
Boxer.
just like
Briefs are, I think,
That's
are
like the white
tighties.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh no, boxer
See, I was
briefs.
You already said it.
No, no.
I was
I
imagining
was
you in a
waiting for
pair of
someone-
just.
Clarify boxer briefs. Yeah.
Aren't those like bad for your balls? The briefs.
I don't.
Probably
that's
not.
Like
another
tidy
one of
white-
those
Call them
things.
tidy
Yeah,
whities.
yeah,
It's
it
not-
is.
Call them tidy whities.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
lowers your sperm count. 'cause
Something, yeah.
I think that's another just.
Old wives' tale.
Yeah.
I bet the skim ones don't.
Let's ask.
No way.
They
Let's
just,
let's ask Jeeves.
They
Actually, can you go to
By the way,
AskJeeves.com
in the
anymore?
advertisements for the Skims, there is another reason to buy them. I think her like 3 models are Bosa, the one on the Niners. I forget 2 others, and they did the modeling, and I followed Kim Kardashian on Instagram, so she posted them all, and I was like, damn. They all got fucking dicks on them. And the Skims just make it look that way, buddy. You pop out a pair of Skims, you look in the mirror, you're like, where the fuck that thing come from?
Oh, way I'm going out tonight.
I remember
Game
put my
time.
dick on it. Hey,
Are you a speedo? Are you a speedo guy, John?
Speedo guy? No, I can't say that I am.
I thought
you
you'd
should
be.
No, I if I had more confidence, I might be, because I bet they're comfy as hell.
Skim
But,
speedo.
No, that they
You
wouldn't
just
be.
dressed up
You're-
as little Kim.
boxer.
Oh, and I was very uncomfortable the entire time. Dude, we were all sitting off in the corner for that. Like, everyone's kind of dressed up, and then we'd go up and get judged and all that. And when I would just, like, cross my legs, it's just fucking all dick and shit. And, like, I, like, looked behind me, and, like, Brianna's back there. So the whole time I just laid my phone on my lap, and I was like, this is the most, like, didn't breathe, didn't do anything. It was not. I was only in that costume for like an hour, and that was about an hour too long. I did win $250 though.
Yeah,
so.
congrats on being
Yeah,
a
congrats.
costume.
Yeah, really impressive stuff.
I love a good costume.
Reinvest
Add it
that
to
into
the-
more
add it to the
Skims,
resume.
or
What's that?
What'd you do with the winnings?
I actually,
Skims?
I didn't get it. I did get it though. I didn't get it right away. I did get it today, but I'm not in the office. So I got a gift card, which
Nice.
is real nice.
Yeah.
Ah, you're
Buy
doing
some more
Zyns?
skims.
Yeah, I've been on the Zins for a bit now.
I am too.
Everyone
you say
loves those
dudes
little
can't
pillows.
have fun no more. Dudes can't dip anymore. Like, what,
Well, here's the deal. I had quit dip
Okay.
And this is just a gateway drug. I'm gonna be back on the
You're
dip.
back on dip.
I'm gonna be back on dip.
See, I think it's like the perfect. I got 2 in right now. I think it's yeah.
You know what got me is gonna get me back dipping? That fucking comment right there. Because you're right. You're 100% right,
Dudes
dude.
and that was such a part of childhood.
Yeah.
Cigs are cool again. Dips coming
Are cigs
back.
cool again?
I mean, yeah, cigs are coming back.
But these kids are vaping, and they're not like that's. Their
Well,
first-
just how vaping led back to cigarettes being back, this is gonna lead to everyone dipping
You
again.
think so?
Yes.
Just
I didn't know
'Cause
cigs
this-
were back.
Let's
cigs
hope.
are back.
Oh,
Cigs are
It
back.
might like I don't know
Back
if
the
cigs
way they
ever
were.
left New York,
Yeah.
but
but
they're everywhere.
I've saw a lot more kids recently like smoking, and like a lot of like influencers that like have been going to like Europe. They'll like get on like their European cig kick and come back and just like be ripping Marlboro Lights.
Dude, kids are gonna be so much cooler, and not in like the way that's annoying. They're gonna be so much cooler.
Like cultured?
Cooler.
Like, cause they're going back to flip phones. I heard in high school, cause they're like, fuck this, we're getting off the grid. If fucking high school kids are off the grid smoking cigarettes, living my dream.
That sounds awesome. I didn't know they were doing all
I'll be
this.
like, God damn it.
It's one of those things. You're just born in the wrong generation. Yeah.
The first time I met my husband, I did have a flip phone because I'd get too drunk at the bar and I would always get mine stolen. So I went straight back to a flip phone.
You'd always get your
Always.
phone stolen.
You sure you
No, I was gonna say I used to always get mine stolen too.
Stolen, yeah.
It's
I
a
would
thief
leave it on the
following you
bar.
around.
Yeah.
They're really doing that? They're having flip phones in high school?
I remember reading something.
I think-
the razors are coming back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're like everyone's too on there. And by this I mean like someone told me they saw a TikTok and I was
Yeah,
like, yup,
you're
it's
doing that
everybody.
thing where
Same
you.
thing.
I would
Where
take
you
a
just
sidekick.
take- yeah.
Yes,
Y'all remember
yeah.
the sidekicks?
But dude, do you remember like it's crazy? Remember the internet on those things? 'Cause they did have internet, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just like
Or if
you
it did, your parents are calling
Oh,
you
yeah.
bitching.
You were
at
on the internet for how long on your fucking phone?
Got that phone
$130
call
in
a lot.
overages.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were
I
so
re-
jacked that they had cameras.
When I first got a cell phone when I turned 16, and it was a shitty little fucking Nextel
Nokia?
or whatever, or it was a Nokia. Yeah,
The Nextels were like the walkie-talkie
And
ones,
the
right?
bleep. My
Yeah.
dad had
And,
a yellow one.
it was 10 cents per text message for a while.
Yeah.
So when we figured out we could just text message, it was like, oh, it's 10 cents. Who cares? And then all of
All
a
of a
sudden,
sudden-
1,000 text messages adds up to $100.
You up?
And-
You up? You up?
And you had to what was it called? T9?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to
Wow.
use either T9 or.
Jeez, I might light up a cigarette after hearing that.
That was the thing. Another Justin Timberlake thing where that came out that he broke up with Britney Spears
Over-
Over
yeah.
over
T9?
text, and like
Busy
people
guy.
don't remember that.
You had to hit the button 3 times
Bro,
sometimes.
that's harder than doing it face to face, dude. He had to do it T9 style. I'd rather do that face to face.
Our thumbs would either be so much stronger, have so much more arthritis from like doing the T9 texting. I feel like.
You remember how
And making our ringtones.
Oh, I
That
love
was-
yeah,
and the
that
ring
damn
back
thing.
tones. Y'all
Yeah.
remember
I
the ring
fucking
back
hated
tones?
ringback.
Ring back was crazy. I had a friend who had a way too long.
I had
I kind of loved
them.
them.
I had T-Pain.
As a ring back?
Well, what's the
You would call
ringtone?
somebody instead of it just ringing. It would play a song.
No. I never had one of those.
Anybody I bought weed from in high school had a ring back tone.
yes, dude.
sometimes
But
it'd be
my
like,
friend
Oh,
who
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
sold
yeah.
drugs. Yes.
it'd be like this very official sounding voice. Please wait.
Shorty had them apple
There's really no
Boots with
reason
the
why that
fur.
died though.
What's
There's
that?
no reason why that died though.
Oh, because they're fucking annoying. I think
What a
everyone is
fucking-
just like,
a
What, a
ringer is still
ringtone
in?
is any? Yeah.
no, I'd rather listen to a ringtone than
Yeah.
whatever song you chose for me to
And
listen
then
to.
making your own ringtones where you would take your phone and hold it up to your car, like your car speaker.
I don't think I went that far, man.
Oh yeah, that was,
You
I
got your
had
dad
one
in the
of those
background.
moments.
What are you doing?
No, my dad was never there.
Shut up!
Yeah, no, I remember that. That was nice.
Good old days.
Eddie,
How
you had a
old we
ringback
are.
tone for a minute, right?
No, I never did. Never
What?
did. I swear.
That's an upset.
But there was like that automated one by Verizon. It was dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
dun. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? That one sucked.
So like it sounded like elevator music a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, pissed me off.
Some people would have a song for their text tone. That was like, we're not friends anymore. You
And
can't
we
be
just keep
listening to
going
that
off
all
and
day.
going off
Yeah.
and going off and going off.
You hear a
Yeah,
full
that's
verse
right.
from Eminem every text. What?
That's
What?
like- yeah.
I never heard of that.
I don't remember that.
I think one of the security guys has that bill.
No, he
Really?
has, he has a riff on his phone. It goes pow pow pow.
Yeah.
Every time it goes pow pow pow.
The 90s sitcom.
Pretty much, and they'll like pop in like a.
It almost sounds like a knockoff of like the Seinfeld.
And then it just
He doesn't
walk
know how to
around.
turn it off.
Hey, Bill, how about vibrate? How about it?
Yeah. That's great.
We didn't invite him to medieval times. We invited the other one, right?
Yeah, we invited Larry.
Okay.
We got the security guard. He's a man, and his name's Larry. And every
so
day,
excited.
Every day I
Is
see
he the
him,
one who's in like Mossad or something like that?
He looks like he could be a Mossad.
Well,
No, you're thinking of. That's like the T9 guy.
That was
No.
He's like a
T1000?
big.
T1000.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the,
no, not him.
the Jack.
No, okay.
This guy. Every time we see him, he's like, "Man, it's great to see it. It's just really good."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, I'm at work. Like, I didn't run into you in Ohio,
brother.
Dude, but that's like that getting you so. That's how Ebony ended up. Because she'd come in every
Yeah.
day. And
I
she'd be
love
like, "Ooh,
Ebony.
looking fucking good." You're like, all right.
Dude, my
Trying
first
to
day.
to work.
My first day, I was so nervous to walk in. I was walking in with Mincy, and all of a sudden, Ebony let me in. She goes, "Who's this white girl with them shoes on? You got style." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I love you. I love you. I'm gonna stay right up here."
Dude.
Shout out Ebony.
Ebony's like you give a mouse a cookie. Now if I'm in the elevator with Ebony, she's like, I'll suck that dick.
I love her on Instagram.
Like, all right, Ebony. We're really close quarters now.
She starts racing for the emergency stop.
Have you ever got stuck in an elevator?
I thought you said sucked in an elevator.
No.
I did in college for like an hour.
And
Terrible.
It was very fucking boring.
were you alone?
No, I was with my buddy. Actually, my buddy that's working on my shoulder right now. Yeah.
In an
We had a
elevator
bottle of
together?
vodka. We drank it, and then we
And
had.
then what
Rather be
happened?
No. I would
I'd
have.
rather
Claude,
be alone.
I wouldn't have. That
I
was.
would have. I
That
would've
was like
taken a nap.
pre-internet on your phone days.
No, still. I think I'd just rather. You're just forced. It depends on who the person
It
is.
was. He's like a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Have you said you did?
I got stuck in an elevator in like 5th grade where
You had the most traumatic childhood.
bro, you're in a rut. Like, it's going to get way worse before it gets better, brother. Dude, I had just.
Is that why your mom makes you sweaters?
I
sorry.
had just had my first kiss, and it wasn't in the elevator. I'd had my first kiss, and I went to see my dad. I had to like bring him something. I don't know why, but like I had to go up to my dad's office, and my girlfriend came with me. She was my first kiss. And then coming out of the elevator, I had been like leaning on it in the elevator because I just had my first kiss. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like Joe Cool.
Yep.
And as the door opened, my hand went into it,
Oh.
and it got stuck. My like when it like sealed in there, my hand just got stuck in the elevator door. So I started screaming and crying, and my fucking girlfriend was just like, "Who is this pussy?" And they had to have like security and all this come and like wedge me out, like do like this. I don't know. They jammed something in there,
Jaws
and,
of life.
and then
Yeah,
that
like,
opened
pried
it
it
up,
open.
and then like it came out, and my hand had like a little cut on it. Like it looked fine, and I was like, "Look at I'm bleeding." She told me that night.
I was just about to say,
bet.
there's no way she stayed with
like
you.
fucking never talked to me
The
again.
biggest ick ever. He got his hand stuck in an elevator.
He got a
Gross.
boyfriend like the next day, who she ended up marrying. They had 3 great kids together. Whatever. I don't keep
Congratulations.
tabs.
Disgusting.
She still remembers you though, and how fucking stupid you looked with that hand in the
That fucking
elevator.
Yeah.
pussy
How's that
who
hand
cries
doing,
over
John?
paper cuts.
Have you seen the video of the a guy got caught? You know the Sirius building in New
Yeah.
York. Yeah, a guy got stuck in the elevator on a Friday and stayed there through the weekend. Yes,
Fuck
no,
that.
it's on
Was there?
YouTube, and the guy. So he was in there for like 72 hours. And
Was
Don't
it
you
his
lose
own filming on
oxygen?
YouTube or like a
it's
security
a security. It's like the CCTV footage. You could probably find it if you did.
How much? Like, what time do you run out of oxygen? That's what I would be worried
That's what
about.
like
Are
he
they-
was very close to dying.
They're airproof.
Really?
I think so. I could
No,
be
like,
wrong.
No, it's not like
Am I
vacuum
wrong?
sealed.
He was. Well,
That's another. Google it.
I can imagine.
Google it
food
right
and
now.
Food
Ask
and
Jeeves
water.
maybe
right
he
now.
was. Yeah, he wasn't close to dying because of that. But
Dude,
I don't know. He
No
was,
water for
I
70.
definitely
And then you
thought
gotta shit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what the building's called.
And
The
piss?
McGraw Hill building is what it's called now, I think.
He was sitting there all day like fucking Dave on Sunday being like, they're going to post this on the internet.
Yeah.
So this is like way back in the day.
But
Oh, it was way back in the day.
Yeah.
he probably got a nice little settlement out of that. I'm assuming.
I don't know if he did. I don't really know the
I would
the full
imagine he
I
did,
know
right?
that's like I want to say that was part of the background of why Howard Stern used like the freight elevators. Though.
Really?
Because like even those elevators, they're not small, but they're still like if you're stuck in there for
You got a
you'll go
little more
crazy.
room.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, this kind of rings a bell now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
I think I've seen this.
And this
too.
does look
You know how many
pre-settlement
times he
days.
probably
Yes.
You get a
wanted.
settlement.
You know how many times he probably wanted to jerk off in this elevator, but he knew that there was a camera.
I would
watching
have done
him
it
the
just
entire
out of
time.
spite. Like, hey, motherfuckers, come let me out. I'm
Jerking off.
yeah. First
I'm
time.
gonna jerk off in here. You're gonna let me out right
Spreading
now.
seed everywhere in this elevator.
Like that, all the other elevators are shit going on, but this guy's just laying down. You
First thing
know?
I'm doing is punching that camera. We don't need to
Wait.
turn this into an episode of Survivor.
So, this is fucking horrifying. Then
Yes, dude. See, hour 32.
That's like solitary confinement.
Wasn't quite 74, whatever.
I mean,
but like,
how long was the guy? You know the story of the guy who got his arm trapped in a rock while mountain climbing and cut his own arm off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like
yeah.
72 hours, right? How long was that?
That was
That was the
127?
They made the movie
James
with
Franco.
Hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
James
there it is,
Franco
dude.
movie.
That guy was in there for 40 hours.
I don't know if I could have. I mean, I could have done it, but mentally, I
40
I probably
hours,
should have
I
tried to
think you
sleep
can
the
do.
entire time.
Yeah, it was 127 hours.
The arm cut off guy.
Mhm.
Well, that's like we were talking about a couple weeks ago. The Nutty Putty Cave incident is the most horrifying.
I don't
incident
even
of all
want to. Caves freak me out.
You ever
I
heard
saw-
of the Nutty Putty Cave?
I don't think
No,
so.
I saw some guy going down it's called like the Devil's Hole though the other day on TikTok, and it's like a cave system, but the opening is only like as big as like.
Nope.
Yeah, that was on Netflix.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there was these like ancient. It was like they found these people that they're not even human. They're like
Oh no, I watch that. It's
Yeah.
great. Oh, but
Homo naledi or something like that.
the
Yeah.
100,000 years ago, that was.
They were burying their dead, but they hit in
Oh
order
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
and
down.
they had to
yeah,
go,
yeah.
they had to,
Yeah.
like, shriveled.
But you had
the
to go
guys-
like up and down, and it was
Yeah.
like a big like
saw that
complex, and it was
too.
100,000 years old in Russia, right?
It
It was in Russia, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it was in Africa
I-
because you're.
yeah, I thought it was close to like, Egypt area.
Yeah, I think it's Africa.
There's one on Netflix. It was a cave in Russia where they were burying their dead 100,000 years ago. They say.
Well, that's
It
the
might
show
have-
that I
it might
watched.
have- yeah, it was the show I watched too. I just don't know if it
I could have
was.
swore. Well, whatever semantics, but yeah, they were burying their loved ones 100 years ago. Pretty cool.
It was cool.
Eddie
But
hasn't
then,
seen
like,
it
that
yet.
guy
No,
was,
go
like-
watch it.
At certain sections, it's only like 18 inches
But
wide.
they showed like what the bone structure would be like if it had like meat and it was
Yeah.
like tall and super skinny.
Yeah.
Like an
They're
alien.
humanoid. Yeah, like alien. They're humanoid.
Caving
yeah.
is absurd. If
It's
that's
so
the
terrifying.
Spelunking.
Yeah, that's even worse. But caving in general is not for me.
South Africa. Homo naledi.
Was
I
that
was
it?
close. I said close to Egypt.
Nah,
Right
not really
continent.
that close.
Right
Yeah.
continent.
I was closer than you.
Closer than Russia.
So
True.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not fun. I don't know how people think that's fun.
I told you about my story on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like I don't know how you did that.
in a cave.
It
There
was
is
like it
no
didn't-
way you could have convinced me to do that.
It was like it was a geology class, and you're up in these sandstone or limestone mountains. They have all these little caves.
Nope.
And there was a part where you had to single file army crawl, and it didn't like occur to me.
how close everything would be.
Well, and it was, but it's like if the person ahead of you or behind you has like a freak out or an injury or a heart attack,
You're
you're
fucked.
How old were you
fucked.
again?
Yeah, it's
18, 19?
That's giving me anxiety.
See, that's
that,
like as a 10-year-old, you're like too dumb to think about it. Like 18, I would have been like, absolute fucking not. I'm not getting.
I was still very dumb at 18.
Did you want to be a geologist?
He's thinking
no, but like it was that. I loved that class. I loved
actually
classes
love
are
that
sweet,
class
yeah.
too.
and I loved that teacher. Like he would just like walk in, like he was a weird guy who would like play the bagpipes and just come in like, and I don't know.
bagpipes.
It was weird for a geology teacher. But it was a fun class. Like up on like when we got out, I was like that was fucked. But like going in, and it was even like when I was in there, it wasn't like I was just like, oh, just army crawl along, keep going, Jim. Like and
Yeah.
then when I got out, it like I thought
Dawned on
about
you,
it, and
yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, makes you want to puke.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
hurting my tummy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, and I don't get like claustrophobic or anything like that
Really?
typically, but that thinking where it's like if somebody dies, you're all dead. Because you can't, like, how do you move a dead body? In
Yeah.
It's like a human centipede.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucked.
Yep.
You should watch The Rescue on Disney Plus. It's crazy.
Like the rescuers.
With
Is that the
those-
Thailand
I
thing?
love that
So I,
movie.
I won't watch
that
it.
Pixar?
Underrated Disney movie.
What?
Rescuers
The
Down Under?
Rescuers.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good movie.
Why won't you watch it?
Because it, like, freaks me out. I don't want to think about it.
What is it?
It's those Thai kids that got caught in the cave.
It would give me too much anxiety.
Remember when Elon was trying to, like,
Yeah,
get
Dude,
gonna-
they had to sedate them.
Yeah.
That's
to take 'em out.
insane.
Yeah. It was like 3
Yeah, he was gonna
hours.
make like a submarine or
I
something.
can't remember what, but
right?
he was like, I know how to fix this. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, dude.
See, I don't know why people react like that about him. He's like, oh, he builds rocket ships. Like
No.
maybe he can help.
But like
Fair.
you're 12, 18,000 miles away, and like you're just tweeting about how you're.
Just want to insert yourself.
Yeah, like just like there's people there.
Sure,
you
go
know,
help or don't help.
Yeah, or like maybe like an actual geologist, or what do you call it, a spelunker or something like that, who actually knows. But like he's a genius. But like I feel like you don't have to. That's solve a different problem.
Elon pulled a Wahlberg. If I was in that cave,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it really was a matter of like they didn't have much time. So
Yeah.
you do have an idea. Like
Yeah, I
it's kind of an all
suppose.
hands on deck situation.
For the whole planet.
You know?
Yeah. I suppose. I don't know. I remember reading that. I'm like, dude.
What year was that? Like 2015 maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just felt so bad. for those
Everything's
kids.
either 2015 or 2023 to me. Like 2020.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. 2016 maybe.
I don't know. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a rough 8 years in between, so I'd like to just block those out entirely.
I
Yeah.
block them, or
Yeah.
I just bunch them all together. They're all the same.
That
year
was
to
a
me.
bad. That was a bad
2018.
2018.
2018.
When was the Chilean miners thing?
That was, I think that was 2013 or 14.
When they were constructing the field house at my high school, they had it dug out pretty
2010.
bad, and the 2 construction workers got trapped under a massive and died. It was really sad.
that is
Yeah,
really
if
sad.
you don't use
They
a
got
trench-
trapped under a gigantic like concrete slab.
This has gone dark, guys.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it was. I'm pretty sure it was a dad and his son too.
That's like trench boxes. You know what those are?
No.
Like when you're digging like a big hole, you gotta like put like a metal barrier around them
So it
to
doesn't
keep the
cave in.
so it won't cave.
Oh.
Because if it caves and you're like whatever
You're
6
buried alive.
to 10 feet under, that pressure from just the
Crush your
fucking
chest.
crushing, and it's crazy to think about. It's
giving
just
me
fucking-
This is
anxiety.
why I don't understand tunnels. Like I don't understand tunnels.
Yeah.
Like the thing about the English Channel tunnel,
The one that goes under
from
the water.
France to England,
Oh.
where it's like underneath the bedrock, and then what if there's a
Yeah.
terrorist?
Well, like there's one.
I never understood the Lincoln Tunnel in New
Yeah.
York. or
Same thing.
anything. Like,
Someone
how did
sent
they-
it to us recently, but I agree.
I never
don't-
understood there was one in Mobile and it's underwater.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Mobile tunnel supposedly goes under the water. I don't know. That's what I've always heard. Maybe
Why
it's
is there
wrong.
water in Mobile?
Because it's Mobile Bay. It's on the coast of Alabama,
The
Mobile's on the
thing.
coast. Why did I think it was landlocked?
I think you're thinking Montgomery.
I think I am.
probably. But supposedly it's underwater, and every time you go in it, you're supposed to honk for good luck. That's what we do.
But is it underneath the rock or
I
is it
think-
just in the water?
I don't. Can you Google it? Mobile
Mobile
tunnel.
Mobile.
I think it's underwater. I'm like 95% sure. But after the cats incident,
No, you're basically right about that.
You're rattled from the cats incident.
yeah, I'm a little rattled from the cat. Is it underwater? Because I've been told that my entire life is that it
It
goes
said each-
underneath the water.
Each section was sunk next to the previous section and joined underwater.
There it is.
How that's like.
I
just
don't see. I don't
amazing
understand how that
technology, too.
happens.
Don't make a lot of sense.
Why wouldn't you just go underneath the bedrock?
I have no idea. This is because we're in the South,
Too swampy.
probably. It made me laugh the other day. I was listening to Theo
Why not build a
Vaughn.
bridge?
He was making names for things, and he just called bridges like really tough roads, like really brave roads, and I thought it was really funny.
Moat.
Outdoor hallways.
But yeah, that's you go in there and you go doot doot.
That's it.
Yep, and you go on to Destin.
Underwater.
I've heard Destin's beautiful.
It is beautiful. We should all go.
Destin.
Spring break
Little
next year.
Destin trip.
Yeah,
Find a nice college there.
You can't go to PCB anymore, right?
that place
Well,
is
you
fucking
can, but
gross.
It's not college anymore, but it's like tourist now.
They
Yeah, you can still
they
go.
had the biggest nightclub in the world that got shut down. I had a friend that used to work there.
La Vela.
Yeah,
Club La Vela.
Yep.
Oh, Club Ed.
Yeah.
awful. The most gross, disgusting place in the entire world.
That's
huge,
That's one
dude.
thing I regret about college is
Not
not
going to spring break.
Yeah, never had a spring
Yeah, I
break.
didn't really ever have one either.
That trip was one of the best.
Yeah,
ever.
all my friends talk about to this day. To this day, the PCB trips that they took in college.
Yeah. It was sick.
We need to have a college tour.
Little spring break trip.
We've done some college tours.
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't
feel like I
handle
always need like
PCB.
2 weeks to recover.
Yeah.
I'm doing one this weekend. I'm going to Gainesville.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. That's right. Dave's taking your spot.
You want to take my spot?
Can't.
Gainesville.
You
Too
could.
bad.
Can't. It's your spot.
Who you going with?
Just me and Chaps.
Kelly's
wow.
not going no more?
Kelly's out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What's Keegan got going on?
Just got a conflict.
Conflict
I love
of
your
interest.
Dave's resilience to call her Kelly Keegan. Makes me laugh.
Why?
I don't know why. It's just like you're just like a full name kind of guy.
I get called out. I'm surprised you guys have never called me because I call you Edward all the time.
I call you David.
Yeah,
And
you kind of do.
You call Big Cat Daniel a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do it. I just always have Patrick instead of Pat. Like
Honestly, I've never noticed it because I don't like when people call me Meg. So you calling me Megan is just
Meg's kind of a.
bleh.
It's Family Guy.
Yeah.
Maggie.
That's
Maggie's fine or Megs, but
Meggles?
just like Meggles. Meggle is me and Alex's name put together. Anytime we play at Buffalo Wild Wings, when it's Meggle, a team Meggle.
Maggle.
Fuck yeah, like that.
If anybody wanted to know.
Well, there you go. You have it. All right, we could wrap it up. First time, new studio. Dave, thoughts? Final.
I actually love this studio. It's more conversational in here with nice chairs.
I think we
and-
all look so hot today too.
This is
the
cool.
lighting.
Yeah, these cameras are crazy.
These chairs are huge.
They're gonna keep us in check for sure.
I feel like my pants keep riding up. Like I'm.
probably
Looks like
do.
I got capris on.
Are
Basically,
capris still a thing?
Yeah,
Are those
speak-
considered capris?
Speaking of floods,
I think no. I think they're. I don't know if capris are back. I don't think so. I think they're calling them like something different, more cropped pants.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
They had a moment.
I try to stay in style, but I am 31, so.
I've given up on that.
All right, then. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Be,
you.
Back Thursday.
That was great, guys.